Not all of them.
No.
And we are live here at the London Blockchain Conference. Hold on a second. I have to get my light on. Give ourselves a little bit more light here. There we go.
Wow.
Yes, it's a little better. We're having a great time. London Blockchain Conference is full of amazing people and projects. I'm going to try to get back here and make sure we get everything. And I have with me here a couple of pretty girls, so I decided to interview them. So, they're with CPD Institute. They're one of the partners here. So tell me a little bit about CPD and why did you guys come to the conference?
Happy to. So the Institute of CPD is a professional organization of people who are determined to continue professional development, or effectively the learning that you carry on doing after you get out of uni. And to make that simpler, in uni you have in university, okay, let me just make that clearer. At university, you have certain classes being designed for you. When you finish said classes, you get a diploma at the end of the day, so long as you can prove that you've actually attained the knowledge.
Right.
The idea of CPD is that as soon as you get into the professional world, there isn't really a path which is identical for everyone to follow. So you kind of have to set your own path in a way, and nobody really keeps you accountable.
Right.
And what people very often do is they will set that path and do it in a very unconscious manner. So they'll do stuff, they will learn, they'll read articles, they will attend conferences, they'll watch videos and all of that, but there won't be any formal proof at the end of the day. CPD is a framework. It doesn't belong to us. It's an international, framework. In the States, it's recognized as continuing education. You guys have continuing education credits. Europe and the UK, we have continuing professional development points, which is identically the same thing.
Okay.
Where 1 hour of learning equates to 1 CE continuing educational credits or CPD points. So as soon as you decide to give yourself the opportunity to follow the framework of CPD or CE, you effectively craft your very own CPD plan, which is the goal that you have plus the education that you will be taking towards that goal. And in order to formalize it, all you have to do is effectively reflect on the learning that you've done by looking into things like what you're trying to do, what you found interesting, and what you might change in your behavior as a result of the new learning. When you craft that portfolio, you can add that to your CV or your resume, apply for jobs, or even just have it for yourself so you can see, like, you have visual representation of your progress. And
Cool.
You can always refer back to that. Yeah.
Okay, and now working with the London Blockchain Conference, how has that been? What are some of the ways that you're finding that working with such an organization?
So the funny thing is that about 60% of people here have no clue what we're talking about. Right? They have never heard about it. They're very confused. We get CBD, we get...
the CBD, those are the bad guys.
But the London Blockchain Conference is accredited because the guys that have organized it believe that the content is good enough for it to help people with their career in blockchain, potentially. And so we provide the certificates. And the way that we've seen it can help people quite a lot is the blockchain industry is growing. Right?
Yep.
More and more people are entering. And as people want to enter, how do they apply for a job if they've got no experience and they can't really prove knowledge? Because how do you prove knowledge unless you develop a project?
Right.
So a lot of people have realized that actually a learning portfolio of that sort can help
out, right?
Yeah,
I would say almost especially in blockchain, because trust me, I've been BSing my way through this for 10 years. Nobody knows.
I think everyone's been BSing their way through this, but
somewhere along the line I really learned it. But before that, I was totally faking it until I made it.
I think we're coming into
That's how it works, right?
We're going to a time when more and more people are coming in, right? And now the ones who have established themselves, great. It was a free reign until now, or a few more months perhaps. But then all of a sudden, we're going to have to start formalizing it in a way because people will become so many that you won't be able to really recognize the newbies in the field.
So interesting. So you mentioned the U.S. as well. So you're not just here.
No,
how big is this organization? How many people work there?
Well, the organization is not as huge as you would imagine. We are 15 people at the moment, full-time employed. But we work internationally, of course, and we have representation in over 60 countries.
Very cool.
Yep.
And is there a certain project here that you think is like pretty cool that has jumped out at you?
Oh, quite a few things. I can't really.
She's tapped in.
I can't really just point one. There's a supply chain project over here.
Okay.
And it's being demoed on cigar boxes, and I really find that fascinating. It's not very like it's not anything spectacular, but I think it's simple enough to actually find its application very, very quickly, because it's just an NFC tag that contains all of the information for the cigar boxes and make sure that you actually receive a good one.
Right.
That hasn't been opened.
Supply chain is one of the use cases we've been trying to say since the beginning.
Yep.
Use case supply chain. One day we will
working.
get it. Yeah, one day we'll get on it. The hard part about the supply chain is, of course, you really need everybody on it for it to work. So it will get there. It's interesting in this conference, especially. This is its own ecosystem. I don't know if you guys really realize that.
Yeah.
But it's its own ecosystem, and they all love the code, which is pretty interesting. They all like building on it. So, well, cool. Well, thanks for coming on. What's the website? How do people find you guys?
It's cpdinstitute.org, and people can take advantage of a free year if they do have the app of the conference. We do have an online booth where they can take advantage with no credit card required. So they get to test it out for a year, find out if the membership is for them and if it can help them.
Awesome. All right. Well, CPD
Institute.
Institute.org.
Yes.
Check them out.
Thank you.
Cheers.